Special group of boys, a pretty special group of young men, and they seem to all kind of get along and kind of have a family atmosphere. Do you feel like that plays into what they've been able to do this year?
Oh, definitely. These kids, I think, I think I said on the radio, or at some point in time I said it, we mentality over me, and these kids definitely have it. You see them in the locker room. They spend a lot of time inside there, and they spend a lot more time with their teammates and probably their own family, these last few weeks. And, Andrew, you know all about that. So, but I don't have to really pay a lot of attention to them. It's not like I got to watch over, make sure they're not doing something they shouldn't be doing. Great kids inside there. They like to joke, have fun with their teammates. Also know, though, when it's time to get down to business and flip the switch a little bit.
Coach, what do you think truly is the difference between this team and some of the other teams that came through Florida in the past?
I was actually thinking about that last night a little bit, trying to be one step ahead of you, figure out what you might ask me. But first off, we got a veteran group out here. They always talk about football being a numbers game, and it definitely is. But you got to have numbers at the top, and we got a great set of seniors who've got a lot of experience. A lot of those guys are out there playing with Andrew here a couple of years ago, and that senior group, junior group, they've meshed really well, and we'll see that when we look at next year. We're going to lose a lot of linemen, a lot of skill guys coming back. So those two groups will just really fit like a glove together. They complement each other, and we got a great group of young guys coming in as well too, and I think those classes definitely mesh well together too, complement each other well. But they always say you're as good as your seniors, and we got a great group, and they've led us all year long. Real quick, so I think we've hosted Carbondale of all places. Carbondale, I think Alton Marquette, then Central A&M, and now Nashville. I think it's 4. Yep.
Yeah, first home playoff game since 1973. And just to give you guys some context in that, in 1973, gas was 40 cents a gallon. Milk was $1.40. You could get a dozen eggs for.
Well, yeah. So we put that in there, and I had some of the kids look up some of the prices of things. Last time we won 8 games, and things were a lot cheaper then.
Yeah, absolutely.
Coach, refresh my memory.
Yeah.
When are the 2 times that you need the 4 Wolves fans to get loud?
Well, the first time was whenever Tucker Childers had a quarterback sack. Do we need to see that again?
I think we do. And
Yeah, I think we do.
Are you going to let him? Are you going to let him do it during the game? If he gets
as
a
long
big
as he
one?
doesn't get a flag.
All right, Tuck.
What's your quarterback sack dance?
Oh, here we go.
Pep rally yesterday. We need to get real loud on third downs,
Yep. Third and long situations.
third down situations, and touchdowns. Boys need some extra energy.
Coach, obviously, with the 8-1 season, it's been a very successful season. But with that, every season has highs and lows. What was the low point of the season, and how did the team respond to that low point?
That's a good question. I really thought, probably like, as far as speaking for myself, I always tell the guys sometimes you leave the field feeling different with every win and every loss, and you know that we've talked about that when you were here. Carmi, I thought it was just a crazy week. We find out on Monday we're going to play on Thursday, and it was we had to really revamp practice that week, and I thought we came out of there and with expectations, didn't play exactly really well and fit to the expectations that we thought we would. And so I left there that night thinking, man, we're lucky to be 2-0, and we appreciate that. But where were we? I'd say me personally a little lower after that game than I was even the Johnson City game. I thought there was a lot of positives in the Johnson City game, even though we lost that. And that's why I always tell the guys, every win feels different, every loss feels different, and you got to be able to feel that going forward and take that to the next week.
For Coach Brian Taggart. Next, we're going to bring up number 67, senior captain Andrew Hartman.
Worry. Andrew Hartman, who has the best drip?
Oh. Got Cormac back there staying me and Parker. I'll probably stay Dugan, honestly.
What's his tip?
Peyton's big man about pulled me off the stage there, but we'll go with it.
Peyton Scroggins, whose locker is the smelliest?
Ivan Ford, right? Most of their wins have been at home. I think they've only won one game on the road. They're actually 1-4 on the road. So they're coming in to your house today. Very pass-heavy team. What do you think is going to be the key to, knocking these Hornets out of their nest?
I just say, don't lose focus of the goal. Just, what?
Beat 'em up, beat 'em up.
Yeah, I just say, don't lose focus of the goal. I mean, I'm not a good speaker.
You're doing great.
Like, you guys just don't put our heads down and just stay positive. Sack the quarterback a couple times.
That's right.
Just-
Knock the quarterback off his feet usually
Yeah.
does a pretty good thing, don't it?
For sure.
That's right.
Scroggins, a couple of your teammates told me I had to ask you.
Going? Is it Ender Sandman in the locker room? Is it running out of the tunnel? What gets you going?
I usually just think about smacking my opponent as hard as I can over and over again.
Come on.
Yeah, it's,
Come on.
it's mostly all mental.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I feel like and wish you a good game today.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, Peyton Scroggins.
We can destroy them bone bees.
Let's go. Let's go. Next, we're going to bring up this senior, number 82, Delaney Bullard. Here he comes, coming from the cornhole game.
Is that a football helmet?
No.
Okay.
Are you going to wear that as your helmet in the game?
You think I should?
Yeah.
I might.
Camp Scatterboat out there.
Yeah, I might.
Cormac, what do you think is going to be the keys to winning this game? I believe, along with a lot of others, that your leg is going to be very important to getting the run established today, so that we can open up them receivers out on the outside.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think our offensive line, we're gonna be solid up front, and they do all the work. So just run behind them, and I also think our secondary and our D line, gonna be a big game for us.
Cormac, do you have any game day, like, run us through your game day routine, your superstitions, like, do you wear the same underwear every game? Do you wear the same socks every game? Run us through kind of like your routine or any superstitions you had.
Yeah, it's a pretty long routine, but I always wear the same undershirt. Always have to wear a new pair of white socks. I wash my girdle the night before, so.
That's good
And
hygiene.
then, yeah, and then listen to the same songs.
What's your pregame, like, what are you listening to? What's in the ear pods?
Oh, just a little bit of everything. Like it's a little bit of everything.
I was the same way, I feel you.
You wash your girdle every night before you play the game. Is that something that you do personally, or do you have Kelly take care of that for you?
Mom normally takes care of
Mom
that.
takes care of that.
Yeah.
Cormac, you're really going to have to be focused today because their line's pretty good. I think they're a fairly large team. So what's some of your keys to bearing down and getting through that line?
I'm talking about on offense.
Yep.
Just read my gaps. Wanna have to just read my line. Yeah.
What members of the offensive line do you think are key to getting you through there?
Normally I like to run behind the left side. So then our play that we call a lot Yeah. I don't really want to dive deep into it, but this year so far leading up to the playoffs today. Yeah, I liked Sesser because it was just straight run. At the first half, we just set the tone, and it was just fun to run behind. And it was just at time after time. And El Dorado, it was miserable, but that was a fun game.
I like it. Make sure that hamstring's nice and warmed up today, buddy.
Yeah, I'm going to try.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, member of the 1,000-Yard Club, Cormac Massey.
I'm doing great. Gage, are you cold?
Not right now, no.
I'm really cold. There you go. There's Mike.
Gage, like we said before, I watched some video of these guys last night, and they are a very pass-heavy team. So what do you think is going to be your key to shutting that pass game down?
A lot of it is just, reading it. I gotta do my job and stay back, not let anyone get behind me. And it goes for, just even the linebackers this year, this game, it's been untraditional for them to drop into pass coverage. And we all just have to read our keys, get back deep, don't let them air anything out, and we should be good. I trust our D-line and our linebackers to stop the run, so I think secondary, the corners, I think that game's on us in the air. And I think I'm going to tell them we're looking for at least 2 interceptions on the night.
Yeah, I think that's something that
Gage, see you in school all the time, passing periods. You always got that one headphone in. I know Kobe Bryant was famous for listening to the Halloween theme song before every game. I got to know what you're listening to in there. And one, do you just keep the one headphone in, or do you put both of them in before the game? And tell me what's on them.
Usually before a game, it's both, and it's a wide variety. There's it kind of varies before each game. Fairfield game, there was a little bit something different on before there was for like Hamco, but
NBA Youngboy?
no, not even Youngboy.
K-pop?
It's a wide variety of music. Sometimes I just take them out and I just listen to the field house because Will plays music, so it all just kind of depends on the mood and really on the game too. Fairfield, obviously, there's gonna be something different in the headphones than would be for like Hamilton County. But
all right, Gage, since you know.
For offense, it's really working on outside blocking and being the best that I can be for Cormac. This year, there's been a few times that I've missed some blocks and Cormac could have took it away. So I've gone back, I've watched it, and I really am this week going to take it serious. I want Cormac to get outside, and I want to be that person he can run behind. I want to take him to the end zone because, this week it really is a big, we over me, and I want for this senior team, for this senior class, I want for them to have the success and this feeling of winning one. And just this team in general, you get a bond and you build a bond with all these kids, and you can't leave it. You don't want it to end, and it's like I'm going to go out there, I'm going to do everything I can. And, for the passing game, it's just, do my job, run my routes, get open, and if I get the ball, I get the ball.
Amen. Before a game, what gets you ready against a team like this that you know is going to be pass heavy? What's going to get you ready to go out there and do what you've got to do?
Just a lot of you just get with the team and you just, you kind of get everyone's perspective on it and you kind of get into that. It's like the feeling and just, you see everyone ready and this week especially, there's been a lot of people that have just been very focused. Practices were amazing, even when bad weather was happening, So you just kind of see that, and you see you see A. Hart and all them going, sacrificing and doing all that, and you're like, well, you kind of got to match the energy. So then it just kind of carries throughout the defense, and that's something that I've really been big on this year is, defense has to play with an identity. And we got away from it in the middle of the season, and some of our games got a little too close. And I think we're finally starting to pick back up where we left off, and we're starting to figure out who we are. And I'm, like I said, I'm just beyond ready for tonight. And the locker room is always just a great environment before games like this. So that's a big thing that goes into me getting ready and me feeling prepared for the game. So I think a lot of it's senior class too. They do a phenomenal job at talking to you, and especially if a mistake happens, they'll come talk to you and they'll tell you, hey, you got to do this differently. So a lot of that just makes me want to be the best version of myself and just, be that person that can be reliable back there and not let anything deep. So.
Yeah, that's one thing that I've noticed about this team that seems very special is just how much you guys want to play for each other. Like, it truly is a brotherhood. I mean, do you guys really truly feel like a family out there?
It does, and you know, and I tell Andrew Shelby all the time, you know, something bad happens or something, and I tell him like, look, man, like there's no one else I'd want to go to war with other than you. Like it's one big family, and you can tell in the beginning of the season, even when we were coming out here for, you know, summer stuff, it felt right. You know, last year it felt like there was a lot left out on the field at Quincy, and you know, we roll around to this year, and we know that we have the capability of being good. And you know, over the off season, a lot of those kids got in there and they busted it and they put in the work. So it's a big family, and the bonds that you have with the seniors and how good they are at taking people in it's something special, and it's something that you know you're not ready to lose yet.
Kind of not. Are we expecting anybody we need to keep an eye on to step up tonight in that loss?
There's a few different things that we're gonna run. I think Keelan, Zane McKinney, Parker. We had a few sets where they are all in. Those would be some big key players to watch with the scheme that we're in. Ashton has been phenomenal all year. He's a great person to watch. Yeah, and it sucks my heart feels for Thane. I mean, that kid was the one person that went in there every single day, didn't complain, and gave it his all. And to see a season go like this you know, it kind of fuels you to. You want to play a little bit harder because, you know, if he was out there, he'd be doing the exact same thing. So, but yeah, I mean, Zane, McKinney, and Ashton, Parker, Keelan. I mean, Cormac's going to be in some coverage this week. So, I think there's a lot of big key players to watch, and we'll see how it goes. I mean, I think it's going to go pretty well. So.
That's awesome, Gage. Hey, thank you for your time, ladies and gentlemen. Gage Dugan.
Good luck out there. You got it.
Back to this team, you're going to set the tone early, and you're going to have to set it fast. What do you think are the keys for you as far as the leader of this team to set it up and get them ready to go?
Well, I haven't really had to do much this year. My line's been so good. I mean, I've been sacked one time. It was a fluke.
Yeah.
So as far as leadership-wise, they've kind of just like took it and ran with it. There's times where I have to be serious and say some stuff, but you know, for the most part, they've been pretty good about that. I've had to get onto like a couple receivers for not blocking, but then they'll turn around and block somebody 20 yards downfield. So I think leadership-wise, I've kind of taken a step back because they've grown and evolved into their own players.
That's awesome.
Parker, I'd like to say I think that's the first time I've seen you smile this year. It's good to see. I've seen your teeth for the first time all season, buddy.
They're straight.
They are straight, yeah.
Yeah, they're real nice. Keep smiling.
Thank you, Mom and Dad. Braces.
Special about this team that's really, you know, that's brought you to this 8-1 first home playoff game since 1973. What do you think? What's the it factor with this team?
Honestly, the line. I mean, I've been sacked. I've said this. I've been sacked one time this entire time, and we passed quite a bit. Cormac has wide open holes almost every other play. You know, to see how much they've grown from sophomore year where they started and see how much they've gotten better. Like last year they were good, but they weren't anything like they were now. Like they're just a great offensive line. I mean, I'll hand the ball off and I'll look down the field and there's a hole I can fit a Mack truck through. So that's probably the biggest thing on the offensive side.
Yeah.
Like biggest thing about varsity football is, you know, you can be talented, but if you're not strong enough to take on like the opposing players, you know, you just can't do anything. So getting in the gym is really important. Technique, if you have all talent and no technique, you know, you're not going to get very far. So you got to get your techniques right, get your footsteps, you know, stuff like that. So
Next we're going to bring team today. You know, the other game, a couple games ago, you went for 200 and some yards, I believe, receiving. What do you think is your key to your game today?
Just focus my mind. Try not to get in my own head, because usually when I do that, I start thinking about it too much and then make silly mistakes that probably shouldn't happen. So just try to focus up, do my job, block, run my routes well, catch the ball when I need to. Discipline for sure. Like, if you think they're doing a screen pass or something, don't jump up to try to tackle it, because then someone could run deep on you. So stay disciplined and cover your area pretty much. Probably all the wins we've had, pretty much. Like, all the success we've had as a team overall. Just great team, great experiences with everybody.
Keelan, do you have any favorite touchdown celebrations?
Celebrations? I haven't had a lot this year, celebrations-wise. But I do like to spin the ball after a touchdown. And sometimes when I do, I catch myself so I don't get a flag. So I pick it up real quick. And
That's what I was going to ask. Have you ever been flagged for a touchdown?
Crawford!
Hey, good luck. Words of advice to get them pumped up today. If you was to give a pump-up speech to get ready to get them out on the field, get ready to fight, what would that be?
No matter what happens, just keep your head up and go to the next play. Don't just have a clear mind. That's all it is. Mental game.
Mental game. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Thane Warren.
Who we are, how good our running back is. He's very awesome, knows how to read the hole. If we can't make a play, he'll make it for himself. We're strong, athletic. That's about it.
Shelby, you're a big energy guy. Everybody knows that when you get a sack, there's nothing better than seeing you hop around, flexing the muscles. What do you do to get pumped up before the game, buddy?
I really just sit in my own domain and just listen to music and stay focused, think about what it'd be like to get back to that quarterback and how good it feels to block somebody 5 yards downfield and lay them on their back.
You gonna tell us what you're listening to in there?
A little bit of heavy metal, that's about it. Discipline, allowing for them to make turnovers, get some pressure on that quarterback. He's a young quarterback, he's a sophomore. He's prone to mistakes. Get some pressure on him, allow my teammates to make some plays and, make some plays myself.
Yeah, you guys think you're going to knock him on the ground tonight?
Hopefully.
Amen. Ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Shelby.
We definitely need to control the defensive line, and then we also need to read our guards. They don't influence polls, so we will be able to read the guards a lot better than if they did. And yeah, we really just need to read it.
What are your keys to reading the quarterback? What's your tells that you see with them that really lets you know, hey, this is going to be a pass, this is going to be a run, or what really gives you that instinct?
Whenever we're reading, we read our guards first, and then if we see it's a pass play, we will go look out on our receivers and then watch the quarterback, see if he's throwing to him.
Keach, I know you're famous for driving the Keachmobile. That's irrelevant. I just wanted to throw that out there.
For one more time. They walk slower, so we have to keep clapping. Some of the coaches, but what do you guys believe is so special about this group of young men?
I think they're very hardworking.
I would say their willingness to work and get better every day.
Do you see that same fight that they have on the field? Do you see that in the weight room and the training room as well?
Most of the time.
I think, we talked about it yesterday. I feel like this off season, since I've been here, has definitely been the best, and it just keeps getting better and better every year. So
what, on a pregame or on a game day, what is the pregame routine for you guys? Obviously, it's going to be different from a player. You guys are getting coolers ready and whatnot. Run us through kind of what you guys do on a game day to help the kids prepare for the game.
First, we gotta listen to New Music Friday and a little Limp Bizkit.
Amen.
For me, just like you said, getting coolers ready, getting stuff out on the field. We tape everybody that needs to be taped. Make sure people that are kind of iffy on if they're going to play or not, make sure we decide if they're going to play, how much they're going to play, communicate that with the coaches. Pretty much just do whatever they need to be successful that day. I kind of think it's going to take everybody, doing their own individual jobs as a team. As long as you do your job, trust the next person next to you to do their job, I think, we can beat anybody.
agree with that. Win up front first and let the back end take care of their job.
One more question for me. What are you guys going to do if someone cramps today? Obviously, it's like 50 degrees. It's cold. I'm shivering right now. What are you guys going to do if someone cramps today?
First, we got to stretch them out, then I'll make cramp juice, but hopefully we don't have to send them to the hospital.
Probably a good thing.
That's has gone into your 3 years being here at the high school that's really built this team into what it is.
A lot of hard work and working together, being a family, just coming together and being one group, not doing it alone.
Brooksy, my buddy, if you could tell your younger self one thing, what would it be right now? You've had a great season. You're 8-1. Everybody's been bragging about how good the O-line is. What would you tell yourself, your younger self?
Keep working hard and listen to Coach Roth.
I like it.
Good answer. What do you think is attributed to the line success? Everybody's bragging about the line, how good you guys are, how strong you guys are, how disciplined you guys are. What do you think is the key to that?
Loaves by Coach Roth. And fighting for the diner on Saturdays.
Yeah. Connor Brooks, what has been your favorite football memory over the past 3 years?
At this time, the cheerleaders come up and get ready.
Oh, I forgot to say, be careful, watch your step.
Oh, after this we gotta do our picks. I'm sorry.
Is there a family?
Family! 1, 2, 3, family!
Game since 1973. That's really weird. Oh look, Nashville's 5-4.
Go Wolves!
Hey, don't fall off! Can you see?
I'm predicting 150 plus with 2 touchdowns.
Come on.
My beautiful, loving, intelligent, sweet girlfriend is the cheerleading coach at Floyd Henson Junior High School, and I tell her much too often my favorite cheer is FLORA, 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 all the way. Wolves are bringing it home, 22-18 tonight in a tough battle.
Oh, come on. It's been an honor to be up here with you guys today, to see Flora show up and show out. It's amazing to see all you guys here. Everybody show up. It's 50 degrees outside. Everybody's cold. Everybody's got their jackets on, but you guys are here. And and I think one of the reasons that this team is doing so well this year, and I think that they would say the same thing, is the support of you guys, the support of their parents, the support of the community. It doesn't matter if we're home here at Dancy Field. It doesn't matter if we're away at the train yard in Fairfield, wherever we may end up being. The Flora side is always more full than the home side, no matter where we're at away. It's going to be fuller here today, but what we're going to need you guys to do, we're going to need you to wear your orange for the orange out. We're going to need you to be loud. We're going to need you to be super loud on them third downs, super loud on them touchdowns. We need you to get all your friends, all your family show up. We want to pack this house. We want it to look like orange fever, to where when the Hornets show up, they're terrified. They're scared to death to get out of their nest. They're terrified to get out of that nest. They're terrified to fly around. They're terrified to even try to sting anybody, because we're going to bring our bug spray tonight, and Florida's going to take home the victory. And not only are we going to have our first playoff game in Florida since 1973, we're going to have our first playoff win. So let's bring it to them. Let's get loud. Florida Wolves are going to bring it home tonight. All right, cheerleaders.